Well, we're having some technical difficulties. That is fine. Let's see, can we fix this?
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF, Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indcd.org, your one-stop shop for the best of the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And of course, where are we? There we are. Hates and hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a bloody reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Hello and happy hump day. Let's get it on. Pardon for the slight disaster at the beginning. We had some technical difficulties. Totally not born to me stepping on some Nerf-related product and nearly splattering all over the hallway while I came running in to get things started. Absolutely not. There's no proof, no evidence. Mwaha. But we have a lot to do today. We're going to do some artwork, minimum 3 pieces per standard to be the thumbnails for next week. But before we get into that, let's see what's been going on. Tuesday was an interesting day because my waking up has shifted a bit earlier. And as anyone who knows who's done the, hey, I'm going to wake up earlier than I have been, oh my gosh. I'm getting some things done. I'm on a roll, but I'm out of sequence. So while I should have been plenty early, I kind of came skidding in here just a little later than I like. That's okay, because I'm still getting things done. I have something I want to talk about in a segment of Nick Knows Nerf. I'm probably going to form a whole video around this concept, and I'm kind of digging it. I am kind of digging it. Beyond that, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I still have to film it and all that. I don't want to put the whammy on it. But beyond that, I was doing some other artwork. I was getting some things done because I've been setting up for commission work, and I have to do a bunch of stuff for Big Snoppy Robots. So you may get some limited mechanical art, hand-drawn mechanical stuff. I would love to say mechanical realism, but realistically, I'm not that good yet. Always a work in progress. That being said, we are moving along quite nicely. I'm really in the mood to draw. I'm really in the mood to kind of get into it. Put stylus to paper, so to speak. And I will zap this and I will zap that so that, yes, I can come back to it later. And I'm almost all set. But first, I'm going to cruise through the comments just to see how everyone is doing. And then I will run an ad, of course, and do some art. Sorry, my brain fuzzled for a second there. I'm still adapting to the changes in my medicine. I'm also dealing with the fact that mysterious holes in the corn directly across the street, as if something fairly large burst out of the cornfield, has happened. And first there were two. Well, first there was one, then two. Now I'm seeing three, which means something during the night is passing through the cornfield directly in front of my home. Now, normally this is the time of year I do warn folks about the central Indiana corn shark population, but this isn't that. I'm going to have to set up like a trail cam or something, aren't I? Oh, I'm going to have so many blurry pictures of cars. I lament. But I'm about a month out, barreling towards September 19th, which will be StompCon, which means Big Snoppy Robots art, Big Snoppy Robots being made, me beating my head against the concept of 3D printing. And like the huge anxiety of learning something I am totally new to, save for like one attempt and I gummed it up, and I still don't know what I did with that one years ago. And then that one was handed to me. I'm like, I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to have to deal with that. But first, we'll bang through the comments and we'll see. Warning, warning, chat. Foxy did not sleep last night. Chaos may ensue. Woo! Or I may fall back asleep. Only time will tell. I will accept either. The better documented, the better. Good morning, Foxy. And hi, Dan. Hey, Dan. Good morning. Good morning, rock and roll art goddess. It's always good to hear from you, Kat. And we are doing well. Tired, couldn't sleep last night for the life of me. Last night was like that for me too. And then I woke up early. I don't know what's going on. I'm sitting here and the puppet's getting ready for a nap, and I'm jealous. Feel free to flop. Love the new glasses, Nick. Oh, thank you, dear. These were actually bought by my wife. They were described as being orange and cream, and she knows I'm rather fond of orange and cream assorted things, but they came out quite a bit more, subtle / diluted than I expected. Still, they're kind of groovy. Not what I would have bought for myself, I will be honest, but something I will certainly rock out with. And speaking of rocking out, hello, Cannoli Cutie. That would be our dear friend, Miss Emily, whom I adore as well. Oh, I have so much love in this world. And alas, I am cast out into the barren lands, the vast empty cornfields of central Indiana, where the only things that change are mildly eldritch horrors. But through the wonders of digital connection and the interwebs, until I am replaced by AI or crushed by other malignant entities, that's okay. Once the AI goes sentient or sapient enough to admit it, I think it's going to be a lot less malicious than some of our governing agencies. Should be interesting, be they corporate or whatever. So I'm delighted. I really want to get drawing, so I'm going to pop a very quick ad for our dear friend Trelena. I know she has a new one, but I don't have access to it, so I will run this and be back in just under a minute. Ha 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 ha! I knew I was going to stumble, but we are back. We are set up. I just need to do this, which you can't see, and that so I can see. Oh, I am so jealous of everything. Popping in to say hi. Hi, Ted. Yeah. Of course, there are new downloads. It's my computer. Go away. Be gone. Be gone too. Okay. Popping in to say hi. Hi, Ted and I are en route to see Sarah. I am so jealous. I love for Dawn. Dawn is, of course, we'll bop this through real quick. The mistress mind behind The Adventures of Buddy and Georgette. Cat Wiggles, her lovely cat toy company. And if you want to help them offset their costs, you can consider buying a shirt. So help Ted, buy a shirt, be cool. Use that QR code, and we can get that done. Hope things go well. You know what? I hope things go well, too, while we're at it. Ba-dang. Now, there is a tragedy I have to remind folks. I have been told that Trelena will be missed at StompCon this year. My heart bleeds, but we will get moving. Okay, so on to some fun drawing time. Because you know me, I'm down with the FDT. Now that I've been a pain in everybody's butt, we're going to open up with the landscapey goodness. Telltale. Your random internet weirdo said hi. We love Ted. My babies. Bow, bow. Okay. So, wow. That's not supposed to be making noise right now. One moment. Sir. I say sir. We will fix this. Okay. He says hi back. We've achieved a hi back from Ted. Okay. We've got a soft airbrush going. And yep. Let's roll with this. I need a big old airbrush. Nick, you grabbed pink. I know. Why did you grab pink? Because I am in the mood. I have a vibe. And I don't know if I need to go pink or purple, but it is definitely of the springy. Nick, it's the heat of summer. I am not held by the confines of normalcy. You know that. I also should be having my music going, but I am just yammering. So I'll get music going in a moment. Oof. Okay, off to look at the scenery. Have fun. We love you. Take lots of pictures. I haven't heard much from Sarah in a very long time, and I miss her dearly. So we're going to do this. We're going to throw some purple towards the top. I want a very kind of fanciful uh, background, very perhaps a touch romantical. Do this in the foreground. Yes, I love that. I truly enjoy trying to see the world, show the world like how I see when I take my glasses off. Now, that's not bad. And let's add another layer just so I have some more control, and we'll tighten it up just a bit. Yeah, we'll just do some of this action. Sometimes I'm not even sure how to describe what I'm trying to do. I just know I'm doing it. Give the clouds some more texture. Oh, look, a cornfield! Yay! Hey, guys. Hey, Angelina, my dear. Angelina, my fairest Angelina. All right, and while we're doing that, I'm feeling highly energetic. You should feel highly energetic. The music is done by Dan Hollifield, who is himself highly energetic. Now, let's get grooving. I am still like in a vibe, and I'm not quite sure how I want to do it. So you'll have to bear with me for just a moment while I kind of explore what I am feeling. I'm thinking that is far too small. Okay, cool. I go start. Yep. Go get this tree here. I just want, yeah, I know. I could do it much faster with thicker brush strokes, but I'm not sure I want thicker brush strokes. I'm kind of enjoying the layered raggediness that this young tree is starting to speak to me with. Well, there we go. We're going to do this. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Give it some chunky roots. I want this to be a fairly big boy. Okay, now we got this going. Now, if I'm doing this right, if I'm doing this right, I break out my pointillism brush. I think I can crank the red pale, maybe? This may work. This might not work. The only way I'm going to find out is if I try. Life doesn't come with the undo brush, but you know what? Digital art does. Now, could I have done this on a separate layer? Yes. But am I trying to test the vibe? Also, yes. So this may switch. I love the pointillism brush. My friends, this may be my favorite brush. No, it's not. It's one of my favorite brushes. I still need to be able to set up like a favorite folder and just be like, this thing will die, split back and forth from. I know there's a way to do it. Oh, let's do this. And while we're doing things, I want a lush green that I can build from. So we're going to start with this. Still not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Ooh, that got aggressive. No, I'm okay. And controlling your brush stroke makes the chaos do what it needs to do. So horizontal covers well for the trees, more horizontal sweeping brush. But if you keep flicking motions, so you'll get a bit more rugged grass. I'm liking that. All the way. Must cover the pink. There we go. Now we're starting to get a vibe. It's a very springy vibe. It's a very happy vibe. Very castles in the sky. And hi, Angelina. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chris Walker. Happy hump day to all, and safe travels, Don and Ted. Seriously, I need all the love in the world sent to my dear Duchess of Darkness. Nope, this is a little too thick because now I'm playing on narrow fields. So I'm going to add a few. I'm not trying to be radical about it, but I'm going to do this. I'm just going to work. This is a happy tree. I think it's a happy tree. I like the flow of it. Not sure about that part. We'll let it. We'll give it some time. Gotta let the tree sleep. Now, this is not the kind of tree I probably should be doing. And what I mean by that is one of those great fantasy trees. But this has a very shoujo kind of vibe to it. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, but it's calling to me, and like I said, I like the vibe. I like the chill. Come back here. We're gonna get to this nice pale. We're gonna just light up wherever we think the sun is hitting. And again, vertical, angled vertical. That's fine. I don't want these guys to really come in too horizontal unless I'm doing like a swirly filler, which I may or not do. Just get that going. And I think I might even go as far. Oh, hello, Mr. Lankard. I'm late because the desktop was sitting next to our bed. I did not want to disturb Angie while she was sleeping. I respect that. Hello, Chris and Brad. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do what I want to do next on a light layer. But I need another normal layer. And this one, because I have a mood, and I don't know if I can pull it off. I'm going to be honest. I am more than a little. Intimidated by what I'm trying to generate here. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try. Now we need the absolute palest of the pale I can get for her. And it looked super dark, and that's okay. I am not in any way, shape, or form sweating it. Now I'm probably going to move her because I realized what this picture is trying to be. Oops, too late. Could I zoom in? Yes. Could I zoom in? Maybe. Now, take this. that. We'll just my keys frame. Again, very fast. Now, we can pick. Go. No mover. I may need to shrink her. I haven't quite decided. Yes, I do. Now, a lot of things are going to get played with color-wise, but maybe that does need to be. That needs to be paler. This. No, not different enough. That'll do perfect. Whoop. Go. I'm liking the vibe. Let's see. Oh, we've got lots of commentary while I was grooving. Greetings from Chris Walker to everybody. We're going to go swimming, but looked so peaceful I couldn't wake her up. I understand. And greetings from our beloved rock and roll art goddess. Someone had some sleep. Koepp, the goddess has graced us with her presence. Oh, absolutely. We really need to find a swimming pool that's open more than like 8 hours a week. 8 hours a week. Hoping your healing progresses and reaches completely healed soon, Kat. 8 hours a week in that summer? Something wrong about that. Why do we go? The pool we go to is only open till 10:30 on Mondays and Wednesdays. I guess it. But we missed it today, so I guess we're going to have to wait till next week now. I hadn't a single opportunity to go swimming this year, but I felt the need to be a supervisor, and part of what I've been dealing with of late has been a bit of giddiness and a little bit of balance issues. I don't know if it's an ear infection or if it's just something else going on, but do that. There we go. There we are. Now. Doesn't look too gappy. Yep, that's too gappy and the wrong color pack. Blue. I don't know. I don't think I like that. Yeah, I kind of like the quietness of the whole image, so I don't want to tinkle with it too much at that level. But I do need very small to indicate the blue. And of course, I could zoom in, but part of the point is I'm not zooming in right now. I can go to another layer, blend mode, multiply, and we can put very, very light shading elements under multiply. Get rid of that. That is going to add a bit of depth. And we've got, might try and look at another swimming option. Thank you, Chris, for the love and well wishes. My recovery is taking way longer than I expected, but I get there. I started outpatient PT. Congratulations. Keep your chin up. Chin and your spirits up, Cat. I believe you'll get there. Maybe not as fast as you want to, but you will get there. And yes, Cat, you've got this. Alright, we've got a nice kind of subtle vibe going on. We can add another layer of blend mode. Soft light. And I'm thinking our buddy the pale yellow. Now I don't like how that's going. Got them cut. Do I need to make this a paler pale yellow? I may have to. Let's just dial this much closer to white. Yep. I try not to do that because I try to use a standard palette when I am working on things for you guys especially. Because I want it to be fair. I want you to be able to theoretically use the same tools I use. Roughly the same way. Not that I think it's the best way, because that's not necessarily the best way. But it is my way. And I want to be very true and earnest with that truth. So we have this very nice very welcoming. Go down to the multiply layer, back on the multiply layer, because I want to do some flat shading while I'm here, using the airbrush. Because that will give me a, oh dear Lord, thank heaven that Joe isn't here to tease me about the use of gradients. But a little bit of dark is a bit necessary. You want to keep the shadows, well, shadowy. I'm still looking for that very storybook kind of vibe, very chill. It's almost there. Now, what else does this picture do? I mean, obviously it's going to have space for Nevermind the Furthermore, but we're way up here on a normal layer. If I once again go for my buddy the heavy brush, I really do love this brush, the thick whale paint. I can speak. Then I can do something. Well, I'll use a gray and then I'll use white to lighten it. I decided if there's a part of me that wants to go archway. Sort of bring this down. already too heavy. Eat one of these. Yeah, there it is. And I'm just trying to get where I feel like I'm getting a smooth kind of pour. It's okay, because I can always come back and revisit it. But I want this fence to be well, once done, I'll make a decision. It'll be an odd decision, but it will be a decision, nonetheless. Hey, you have a great day, Chris. It's appreciated that you came by. I do love when people come by. It makes me feel like my art matters. Taking your finest button. Good. Now, switch brushes. We'll do this. Do that. Do that. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's get back to a wider brush while I do this. So just sort of it's okay. So I'm from here, then I'm just going to whiten this. Like so. Back to the full white. Back to the little tiny dude I was rocking. This is actually remarkably good practice for me because it's forcing me to draw a lot of parallel lines and try to keep them straight. And I am going to fail. And that's okay.
because I am not failing for lack of effort. I'm failing because I need practice. All that practice has to be failing. I do love when I get into this part and I have the that laid back vibe where it's just like I am sitting here and I am drawing. And it's just, oops, that's not right. The same line. Like, Nick, your spaces are getting larger. Yes. Yes, they are. Observant. It's almost like when it gets closer to you. You can pick out quite a bit. You can go all the way back to 40. This part needs just slightly more aggressive touch. There we go. We are. How's that looking, guys? I hope this one is at least having a vibe. We love to have a vibe. It's all just sort of naturally evolving on its course. It does not need to be perfect. It does not need to be intimidating. Art should be comforting or troubling, but it should feel right to the person who's making it. And right now, I'm feeling moderately content by this. Way too dark. There we go. This one. We're getting there. Not perfect, but a vibe. Yes, she had a spinal fusion, and she's going through the recovery, and I, for one, am incredibly proud of her. I am proud of her. I am impressed. And I think, hey, Dave, you're always welcome to fly in one of my paintings and set your dragon. Can you do that? Is that a viable option? Well, let's see. Dave wants to fly. Has to be distant. feel like this. I don't know. Okay. Okay, Dave, this for a second. That. Now we just need hello, everyone. Hello, Dave. I'm glad my guess was right. Nathan's memory is terrible for something. He yet decides 20 years old, and Nathan still can't remember his birthday. Some people don't have memories like that. I'm hiding it. You guys know that Dave's there, but no one else does. Because I'm going to need that room for writing. Dang. I actually kind of like how this one came out. Did I take my time? Oh, yes. Do I regret a single thing about this? No, not really. Oh yeah, you like that? I think we do. Let's check one other thing. Well, wait, yeah, we can. Because we will do here. And I'll redo it. I want to give myself. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna go shape. Flipped a bit. Nice. This one, I forgot. This is one of those where my mouse is much more stable. And I will say this, if you haven't started to now, get yourself what's called a vertical mouse. They are not expensive. They can be quite responsive. There we go. This. This. Oops. That's interesting. Oh. Well, okay, it doesn't look too bad once I add that framing. I do like the way the frame looks. Lighter. That's as light as that's going to go. Cool. File. Save that. Moving like. Okay, that's a nice one. Let's do that. Oh, I completely derped. I have to redo that. I have to redo that whole process because I did not realize just how badly I jerked it. I'll try yellow. Let's see if the yellow looks good. I must have flinched and not noticed it. That must still be at 42. Let's see if this works. Yep, the yellow looks better. That's a little better. We have that fixed. Is it perfect? No. But it works. We're going to export the ping. That, of course, goes out and possibly to my wife. Now, I'm thinking, while we're talking, of getting a bunch of blank, one moment, I need a drink as well, playmats, white playmats for gaming and stuff, and doing, original art with fabric markers. Do you think that would be something you'd like to see, possibly even like to purchase? Groovy. And let me go here. Hi, Dave. And it can't say much there. Sometimes that happens. It'll be the stupidest things. I would not assign malice to it or malicious intent necessarily. Nick's secret garden? Almost. My secret garden would have more water, but this is certainly her secret garden. Morning, Foxy. Hi, Dave. Play on trust. Okay, caught up with all that. Let's just oh. There we go. That should work. Alrighty. I'm gonna just, do you want to do a corner parsing to this? We want to do this. Right. That brings joy. I'm not sure why, but that brings joy. And let's see what we got. Whoo! We're gonna start 8-3. JPEG NTF 8-3-26. Okay. And okay, we've got one down. We're about an hour in. I'm going to run an ad. Let me see. Yeah.
Finally, it's time for the follow-up to the hit modern fantasy comic book, Beowulf. Victor, the reincarnation of the legendary warrior Beowulf, is plagued by visions of his ancestor facing off against his most infamous rivals, Grendel and Grendel's mother. Victor, with his lovable sidekick and spirit guide Moony the cat with magic powers, must reevaluate everything they've come to believe in this epic adventure. Were Grendel and Grendel's mother actually the monsters they were portrayed as in storybooks? Could somebody be using dark magic in an attempt to resurrect Grendel and his mother in a petty act of revenge? For the answers to these mysteries, plus plus plenty of action, humour and magic. Check out Beowulf, Grendel's Curse. This is a 3-issue miniseries, with each issue being over 30 pages. Get it now for a limited time on Kickstarter.
Alrighty. We're going to go new, set that up. And I'll leave swinging. Is it swinging in the Garden of Dreams? Yeah. My secret garden, my place, is a little different than that. But we need to get a little more technical for a moment. Let me get a good pencil vibe. Oh, I need music. I'll save that later. Put that on. Because Big Stompy Robots is coming into play. So, my scaling is fully off, so that's okay. I am going to do this just like I was making my own. So, deal with that mentally. Do that. A little thick, but we can play with it. This is a very old school design. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Because we're not too bad. We're not too far off. This is how I'd make it if I were making it out wood, roughly. Basically, I do 2 events a year currently that I run officially, being IndieCD.com, which is meant to highlight the independent Raiders directory, so, and of course, Whatnot, which is meant to highlights big zombie robots. A lot of work to do on both of these. I know a lot of times this is square, but I just felt like playing with the round for now. I need to shorten my foot a bit. Okay, this is bad. That's a vanishing point. That is roughly here that I'm moving. Yeah, roughly there. That I've been working from. I do like having the ears pop up. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm not as good as, somebody like Glenn. I'm far too rusty in my actual mechanical drafting, but this is good practice for me. Oh, my nose is just, sorry about that. Should be higher. That should color up the stuff. Up there. Okay, so I don't want this square. I usually run this thing square. And honestly, I can see why I usually run square. It is a great deal easier to deal with square. It will just have the cluster. That's a little too big and a little too long. That's okay. Because what I'm going to do is keep it this way. Simply because I am looking for angle just a bit off. There we go. I know, it's a garbage scrap. That's fine. We're always going to start where we feel comfortable. Now, this is a very basic ESR. I'm not sure it's correct. I think we go that low because it won't go. We couldn't run that low and it worked. So we're just going to, and I am freehanding, and somewhere, Mr. McDaniels, my old mechanical drafting teacher, is losing his mind at how sloppy I am. But I think using the line tools that I could use would be cheating at this point. And remember, I'm not necessarily here just for, quote unquote, perfection. I'm not just trying to make a product. I'm trying to get some practice in while I have the opportunity to do so. So, this is actually, process-wise, very close to how I rendered this on in my SketchUp. I kind of want to leave those lines just a little bit larger to feel what I'm doing. Because I am going, this is not the ink layer, this is, whoops. Just a rough pencil layer, because I've been doing enough big stocky robots. Hey! Oh! Grant, I have no problem If I will stop for a second. If you didn't get to see the first picture finished, here it goes. And we'll bring you right back to the one I'm working on right now. Now, I will always be a sucker for what I call the Polaris check, which is the dark and white kind of pattern that you find on some missiles. I'm just putting a divider in. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that divider. This should have a measure of thickness to it. Because that's, the dust flash blast cover. Now, very basic DSR kind of dude. Have some issues going on with the vanishing line, but nothing that can't be flipped. This, you can do that there. Ooh, you pull it back just a little bit. There we go. You should have put it. And this is, oh, it's so fast and dirty. But when I get the basic level done, then I can do some real freeling and the fun stuff. This will always be my favorite of all time. With them sticker. I need to just get a bunch of these printed off and put them on my Nerf blasters so they come across. Go. Now we've got this laid out. Chunk. We'll add some. I want to give it a parking area vibe. Like this. We'll just keep this going. So I decide how I want the wall to look. Right now, we can give myself a fairly large room to play in. None of these are straight. And let's see. Yes, one of the best things you can do is get a job that would give him time to look for his real gig. And by being employed literally anywhere, he will ultimately be able to be more attractive to his workers. Does your nephew have the prerequisites to be a substitute teacher, for example? I grad stepson. I can't remember how old he is or what he's about, but it is something to think about. I'm not really pushing complexity right now. I am just getting a little. See, this is so distorted because this is not horizontal at all. My phone. Yep. There we go. Not bad. Not bad as a base. Like, I'm tempted to just go. Actually, let's. That's wrong. I need to click control of it. How to draw an army without having to draw an army. Again, just little cheats, because this does not matter. Just enough to do it. There. This is driving me bonkers. We're just gonna get rid of these ones that are literally annoying me. Not bad. Okay, we've got a decent sketch. I've been kind of in it a lot. Well, anyway, let's add this, and we're going to make a couple decisions here. First off, we are going to decide if I'm going to more mechanically draft this, which I could. At this point, I don't see this as any different than using a ruler. Even if it does take some of the life out of what I've been drawing. It needs to fix that little bit. I could almost do it faster than that. But I need to know because I am thinking of redoing some book covers. Just to see if it helps my sales. Both online and in person. That's really weird. I thought I heard voices, like outside. So what we'll do is, I'll pause this. I'll pause that. Thank you. And I will run a commercial while I go find out what in the blue blazes I am hearing. Hopefully I will return after this message. So.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found a suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Alrighty, as I sit down, so very smooth. Let's get back into it.
You guys have been very sedate today.
I know there is a way to get these to snap and not interfere with each other. Because I've seen Luke Stone do it. Do I know how to do it offhand? No. And for folks who might be, invested, still unknown. We don't know what that sound was.
My phone should be muted, and I can't respond to that message because I'm streaming.
I will, however, gladly take suggestions or requests because little man is napping. And if little man is napping, I see no reason to, disturb him more than need be. I know a lot of these guys aren't connecting like they should, but whoop, I see what I did wrong there. Cut that out. A lot of this is far from perfect, but it is telling a story bit. It's just a surprising lot of work. I don't know. I don't know if I like this style. I mean, it's a lot squarer, but I feel like it lacks a certain charm. I don't know about you guys. You know, today's one of those days where I kind of wish I had a co-host.
Every once in a while I do. But I need the music or else I'll start humming and then I'll start singing and you guys will start screaming. I don't know. My music, please. I mean, do you guys want me to just sing while I do this?
Okay. I will not sing much. At least not intentionally. What I do is more like verbal stimming anyway. So be merciful. Yeah, the ADA says I can sing if I want to. I'm, of course, mostly kidding with you. Okay. So many potential issues. I'm going to have to look up some of the old How to Draw Planes books. Maybe get some new reference. That's not going to do anybody good. Come on. Oh, that's the problem. We're just going to do this. We're going to do that? Possibly. We'll see. Said a lot of this is practice. I don't like a lot of it's just not connecting up, which is fine. I am trying to get used to this tool more because if I am having a bad hand day, this is a tool I can probably make go with just the mouse fairly decent because it's really uncooperative 3D rendering, which really should not be much of a surprise to me. Yes, it is easier to 3D render on my preferred program, 3D render, not rend. That's funny though. There we go. See, that's too long. That's a bit better. And we're just gonna fix it right here while we can. Doesn't need to be perfect. Oh, it's funny. We have happy little actuators. And yes, I'm still trying to combine all my relative weirdness there we go. Into one. I didn't start the music again. Dang it.
Okay. Well, but a few of you are stuck around. I appreciate that.
Plus, you know, the folks who right now are having a munchie, this is an art experiment. And this is really kind of hounding me because of the lately I've gotten several really great, what I would deem to be very inspirational reels on '80s and '90s hand-drawn technical animation, and how incredible it was, and it makes me think I need to work on my art. Drifty Nick is drifting. Okay. Whoop. That angle was off. Let go, Budge. Feels. Let go, Budge. No, no. So it's not going too bad. So, sounds like a little man is fine by me. It's worth it. Oh, now, a lot of these lines aren't connected. And I know that. However, I have to decide if I like this style better anyway. Oh. And I connected all my lines so I could be easy. That angle really sucks. But I can just pull the room back so I can pull on. To me, that looks right. But who am I to do that? Oh wait, I'm the half mad gamer. Half mad game designer who built the game and the universe. I guess I have every right to be kind of about it. It's my baby, after all. Okay. That's not bad. I kind of like the slight tilt. It will make sense later. My friend. There it is. Yes, I'm building it out of thin air. Yep. And woo! That's a horrible line. That's okay. You're going to end up drawing a lot of horrible lines. You're going to end up making a lot of mistakes. Can't do what I want on this layer. Okay, cool. But that should be all that we'll be saying. Once you have the basic idea of what can and can't be, that is set a little low. These should roughly be in line. This really should be flat. This. That. Now, there will be some variance. I mean, not everyone looks the same. In some cases, that is a miracle on the earth. I thought this would go much faster than it is. That's okay. We're trucking along. Sometimes that's all you can get. Just do. Cool. You do the best you can with what you got. My head. Ooh, it's moving. Definitely gonna have to have dinner off after this one. I am going to do for that. As you can hear, both I'm a fairly popular dude. And only when I'm trying to do like the later me who is going to deal with all we should not have. My brain keeps telling me, oh man, orange. There we go. We're gonna place that. Now, what I may end up doing is really doubling my work and using this full image set that I can do. As A, but more than brackets, and B, not much worth my time. Now, look at this. Could I zoom in? Yes. Will I zoom in? No. This is a lot of work. But it's also very good. So I'm putting it in. When you put in the work, you get basically whatever you're working on a little more natural. But you have to pay attention a long time. But I think it's rather cool when it works out. Well, okay. Now I'm going to openly challenge myself and try to use the curve tool. Oh. What was I using? Whoa. I was using an 8. Okay, cool. Well, 8 should do all this. Okay. And I'm going to be messing a lot up for a while here. That's what I was worried about. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Undo. That was too much. That was too much. Let's be a little gentler. Maybe we can make this work. We can see. So much of what I do is the best I can do with the tools that happen. Oh, I am going to have some leftover wine one. But yeah. Oh, not bad. Right, it's time to go. Not bad. Legend. Circle. Where is it? How do I get back to you? Did not know I had some of those options, but I know there's one. Love it. Nope. Well, probably love that too, but oh. So, thank you for the stalwarts who are sticking around. I know watching me actively learn may or may not be your jam. But I want folks to realize that they can just simply kind of mess around with the program, get dirty, and try your best that should be lower. That should be significant. Hold on. It's not perfect, but usually surprisingly does. Ooh, that's really about that bad. Okay. Yep, that angle. Now this one should be something more. Takes a minute sometimes to see it. Once you see it, you can't find it. Whether you fix it, which is always the first, or big yawn. My straight line is at 6, which means my curve should be 6.2, and that should will 6. A lot of the issues. I'm getting a little bit of ice cream. So it's time for me to run an ad again. But we've got comments. Thank you, Robot Racing. Hey, take it easy, Angelina. Now, see, what's getting me is how fast I could do something, render something similar to this in my preferred app. Look at this. This is me tapping my die. My die. I have games in mind. And part of it's going to be leveling up a great showdown. That went nuts. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and do something with that, but it's not bad. Let's go back to my line. Really, I've missed one. And start with the curves. We're really starting to hate to use the curves. That's not bad. It's not right. Let's see something. Wait, what? Okay, that's a really weird tool. I'm going to have to figure out why that tool works that way. But for now, we'll just keep things simple. ish. Trying to keep myself from using the tricks I know for evil. If it would be so incredibly easier than it is. Working hard to get it to work. Not. Oh, almost wanted to. That one. It's not bad. As things go, it is not bad. Is it great? No. Will I be using this method to my book cover? I don't think so. I kind of like my hand drawing better. It's a lot freer. It does a lot better. I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Almost like my thinking has been back this time, different times of straight line. Not bad. Don't need that anymore. Okay, it looks a lot better in this quasi, rendered state. I do realize that I missed the line. I can get it now. And of course, in my butt. Again, not scientifically accurate here, but enough for government work. Now, back to the line tool, back to the straight line tool. I am working so hard. I'm working so hard. It'll work. This is what we got. Oh. I think this one is mine. Anyway. I bet I'll have to go get my meds. Thank you. What I was looking at? I'm going to get looking at. Okay, so we got this. That's enough. That's enough. One more multiple. Now. We're done. And give me some. Heat as well. Good. Use the strip line tool to fix everything. Yes. Would that be better than what I am doing now? Probably. But, for being honest, I do try to be. This is probably how I would fix this situation. If I have the means. I'm just going to keep doing this for a bit while I think. Oh, some problems will be solved. They always are. And when they are, there we go. Not bad. I'm going to have to do some cleanup, but not bad. Oh, I missed a couple lines, didn't I? Well, this is where we realized we missed a couple lines. Right back here. And maybe select one to it. Let's see. That now. Back to. Oh. Okay. Now we go back to the eraser. Okay. Ooh, I love to forget my. Well, that almost looks cool. That kind of art, you know. Noirs. I think it comes along with false material just a second ago. There's no proof. There's no evidence. I'm not being hungry at all. Why do you ask? I'm not saying, hey, it would be nice saying that. Not at all. So, yeah. Get those crazy thoughts out of your head. Yeah, no, I wasn't totally on the verge of walking. Where is this stuff? Really? That makes sense, though. That makes sense. We'll just go. Now, with the list. Do I like it? Yeah, I kind of do. Really kind of do. I like how it's coming. It's all the work. There we go. Now, we can swap these color palettes around. These, well, the black one will be tricky. If I try to change the black one now, oh heck, that did work. Okay, just like gas. Okay, let's do that. That's everything I need to fix. Okay. I think I missed a spot. I like the black better, so let's bring the black back. That really does kind of pop up the blade. Oh, I'm fine. Got this back here. Find black. So, that. The right. There you go. Now I just have to fix this. Okay. Okay. Oh. There's weirdness to be found. Okay, try again. I will do fix the manual on most of that. Okay, we're almost there. Let's just do. Big motion. It should be straight. Which will need more sketch will do suffering in your future. Okay. But you can why does that honestly not scared that we do that. Not sure how. Also not sure I'm going to yell at it at all. Because that gives us an interesting option. Let's see. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Let anyone do not catch that we have agreed to be power aids left. Very important thing. No more, no less. Just that. How about the startle? Wrong way. What way? Oh, that's good. Let me fix this. Good. Yeah. Oh. I'll take that. One layer, but I will take that. It is much better. Right. That's easier to fix than other things. I'll take that. You know. Colorful just now. And the level of pain in the butt that this represents, I am sadly aware of. But that's the wall. That's wall. We don't want that. Now the air will fly more strong. Yeah. Life is though pretty good. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm not sure where, but the level consistency of getting there. No, that won't work. Are there a few more details I could put on here? Yes. There we go. What? Let's give her some more. Whoa. I do like that, but that's... Why did that go black, I wonder? Now because I have 2 layers. Okay, so now it'll connect with that. I want this to have a distinct cyberpunk vibe to it, because the vibe just tells you everything you need to know. Think of that. Do this over here. That's going to be basically a light effect. Yep, that's going to be weird enough. I just like it. Okay, it's being poopy. I want it being this poopy. Just don't be that poopy. Just fix it aggressively. Wasn't expecting that, but kind of dig it. I dig it. Okay. It's working there. Nope, can't do that because the line bent. I could go fix the whole line, but right now I'm having fun. The challenge of it all is so a little bit of old-fashioned politics instead. What is the interior bag coloring going to be? That, what I can do is that. Is that a light effect? You don't. Normally, the orange one would be my favorite. Okay, that. Go away. Now we'll make it a red guy. There's a lot of random going on over there, so I'm going to have to my late in the off. Okay, now see the blood line over there. We don't want to. I'm going to. The dude can't park. It's annoying because it can't park. All right. This. What in tarnation is going on now? How's it looking? Much better. Colors, no, the colors. Yeah, there's no blue mountains coming on now. I need to do something about this vast empty space that's bothering me. Come down to this layer. And let's look at what I have. Let me see. Need to learn that. Let's do that. Wow, those won't roll. Some great color. really just confused the setting a bit. Although, go here. Get that one. We go here. Let's get a real rough one. Like this. Ah! Here we go. So, there we go. That's getting there. That's starting to look like a bunch of my BSRs have broken loose. I don't hate the flooring, but I'd do something else if I had a better something else to do. Let me see. Let me look at something real quick. That's one there. That did not help at all. That really did not help at all. It's just layering and getting most of it. Therefore, let's be very smart here. Sometimes, one layer. Wait, that layer. Get rid of all whatever that was. That's the layer excuse me. We'll figure it out. What the heck? Yep. Shame. Shame. I don't know what's going on over here. I've decided I no longer care. It has thus annoyed me. Right back. Any other one. Do something over this. A light color. Actually, looks pretty good. Of course it does. Feels lazy. I'll get out. It looks pretty good. And sometimes that's all that matters. Okay, how's that? That's better. You'd be right. The magenta one's definitely going to be the one that would take it. I mean, what? No. They're all fair. Okay. I think this is good. File. Save as. Oh, wait. I need to sign up. Oh, I'm just no, I don't think it's here. That's not bad. Okay, fine. Save as. ESR. Starting. Line. Sure. Here. Okay, I feel like I get in the BSR mode. And now, for the this, and just because it's sometimes this way, I'm going to hit that on both of them. I'm not fighting it. And we are definitely going to upload down. So, almost right. Quickly. Come on. Nice. Wait a minute. And that will be 8 bars. Yep. Give it. And TF 8, 5, 26. Nah. Hey, we have one more to go. Thank you. We got 4 people. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to these shenanigans. But while we do take a visual break, let's run an ad.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santa Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Yes. Now, what shall we do? For the next one. Yeah. Sorry, there's the black butterfly outside. One of the black and blue ones was right out my window, and I found that distracting. Okay. We're having the pulse. Let me see. Okay. We'll come here. Okay. I gotta deal with the storage later. Come with me, and you'll see why I'm on so many medications. Remembered her name finally. Been trying to for a while now. Okay, this is all messenger stuff, which means I've sent it all, basically. And I already did that. See, that's... How do I combine everything I love? Sorry, I'm just
pondering. Real men of genius. The real challenge of what do I want to draw hitting me? And man, am I torn between way too many options. Okay. I know I need some music, but yeah, let's get some music. Oh, and we have some comments too. BSR was quite satisfying. Thank you. I am using a pose reference, but I'm going to make some fairly dramatic changes once I have the general idea laid out. That. I really have to play with the situation, and let me get my dice. That's coming up, guys. You guys are all, of course, more than welcome to come down to lovely Fowler, Indiana for StompCon. If you do not have miniatures, that is fine. If you do not know the rules, that is fine. This. The punch is driving me a little bonkers, but I need. Okay. Yep. That's what happens when we rush. The hurrier I go, the behinder I get. This one's going to be all about Aura farming. I'm in the mood. Have someone do some Aura farming. There. Gosh, you long-legged people. That could move her one more time. Okay. Let's play with the angle of this. That's okay too. Nice. Oh, sure, because I had it, so naturally I had to. now. Oh. There is something off. That's this part of the ball. So let's play with it. Let's figure out what's off. That's part of it. Okay. That part, I think it's shrunk slightly. Okay. Oh, that's where the mistake is. Okay. I will tell you, being able to just take a piece of a picture, right? Forward. Do that. Now, got the pose mostly scratched out. Okay. Gotta do something. Now we're going to slightly trim for arc and sail sake. Mm-hmm. Figure out the outfit in a moment. I like this one. Yeah, I like where this one is going. I like this one. Ooh, okay. No, don't like that at all. I'll have to redo that for once. Yeah, I do. I think if I can do this right, the level of aura farming that this represents that's not bad. Oh, this is fun. Okay. Now we're getting into, a nice, somewhat intimidating character. I have an idea. Now, that is coming out nice. That's red. That is interesting. I had to make her much smaller again. I really hate doing it because it's a great picture. But that looks real quick. Tockert. One bit. We just screw something up. That's one. Good. Rubble. We like that. Nice. Starting to. That. Yeah. This is going to be good.
Okay.
Oh, actually not sure. Black. Oh, that was actually pretty succinct on this one. Here. Nope. Eight. Maybe. Wrong layer. It's fine. Yeah. Sorry if I got quiet, guys. I just kind of got really into the groove. Oh, righty. Now we're getting some more. I'm so, oh, sorry. Thank you. This is inspired by a photo from, actually, the Nerf tournament that I hosted. At the library. One moment.
All right.
I am getting just a little shaky. My son came in to remind me that I probably should get my afternoon meds, so I'm not so shaky. It's actually very kind of him. What is it? I do love when I can get one that's telling a story. Especially when I know how funny it is that this is the story being told and I finished. Big gap. Couple in. Big gap still there. Big gap still there. Okay. Okay, we'll work with that. The next layer. Yes. I wonder. Let's do a lot of erasing. That's one. Go faster if I can do it. Not at that scale. We're just getting it. a little lighter than I want it to be. Well, this. To stand out more. Darken. There we go. That was better. Be plenty of dark. Get some of these spots. And we'll just be able to do it coverage. Multiply. Only deadly normal. Now, we're getting somewhere a little more interesting. No, that's too dark. Okay. I'm gonna have to tweak that just a little bit. Wow. Now, guys, zoom in. Good thing that song, because this was very much a Just got larger again. Just a touch of it. Okay. Just falling into it. Think this will be suitably intimidating, but there we go. Let's see how. A little later. On later. Sometimes I just feel like ranking something a little horrifying. And then adding, going through some prize for it first. It wouldn't be one of mine. It would come up. Let's get this little bit. Okay, so now we have to do soft light, orange, airbrush. Let me just zoom back out. Thank you. Go. And this. What I love about this one is this is based on both of my players and their character and a thought I had. The thought I had was this. One of her side things is she was trying to replace the acquire the books from her library that were stolen at different points. Well, so I know the title of this. The title of it is Click, Click, Click. Maybe we should just give him the books back. But not quite there yet. One more. Multiply the arcade and playing around. Now, we're going to scale things back. This some kind of nightmare. Movie. How's that looking? Kind of trying to push my lighting technique a little harder than I normally do. Gosh. We're gonna have to go small to do this. Just out of curiosity, how hard light would this become a show? Oh yeah, it becomes an absolute show. Cool. New letter. Start light. Very small. Okay, let's see how that looks. You know, bet in their days when I wish we could encounter it. Oh! 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 No. Alistair. Brigadier Lester. I love that man. Okay. Yeah. Here. I've almost got everything I want done. I don't know if I'm going to like this. Oh yeah, this is the right choice. Oh, it looks so much better on your screen than on mine. Whew. Oh, I think that will do nicely. I think that will do nicely. I kind of got deep dove into this one. I would apologize, except frankly, I really, really like how it came out. So I am not. I need to get. Whew, okay. Nope. Nope. I think that came out pretty well. Wow. Save as. Maybe. Good. Just in for That's nice. File. PNG of the thing. And then we need to somehow Nevermind the Furthermore. At least I know the red. I believe it's 8-7. Okay, folks. Long stream, but thank you. Thank you, sir. We'll go quick walk through. First one, Swinging in the Garden of Dreams. Very light, very hopeful, very chill. And the BSR starting line, we're just kind of almost hard line coloring booked it, trying to get for a feel. And then finally, click, click, click. Maybe we should have given her book back. Yeah. Okay. Since I found my munchies that I lost. Guys, I'm going to cut. I'm going to do some commercials. Actually, let's see. Yeah, we'll keep it short. We will keep it short. We will do...
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecity.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
All right, we are all about letting you art here. We're all about building you up. We're all about making sure that you get to be creative and you get to live the joy of seeing your creations come to life, even if they are very, very angry elven librarians. But guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Be back Friday. Toodles.